Welcome to Factorio, and I want to talk to you about robots. The base is coming on quite nicely, and we've managed to get to the point where we've actually got robots now servicing the area pretty well. They're not exactly swift, but I do have 100% coverage throughout the whole of the base area, which means that if anything gets damaged, we can now get that repaired. I built a quick assembly unit up to make sure that we've got repair packs constantly on the go, and the little chaps are running around keeping everything up to scratch. So they're being made here, and this is largely a hand fed system, because I don't need 15,000 robots. You know, 100 or so will probably do the job, so I don't need to fully automate it. Um, this is more just a case of helping me out. And right now, we've only got passive provider chest, which means that they'll go fetch bits that I need, or they'll go fetch repair kits if they need them to go fix up a bit of wall. I've basically stuck it requesting me the kind of stuff that I get through in spades. Probably not enough of it actually, and right now that's steel, iron, copper, the usuals. A couple of circuits, bits of wall, and I'll change that on the fly as I need more. They do not move fast, but we do have a pretty sizable network set up, all interlocking so that they can all get all over the place, and that's working quite nicely. And you turn up at just the right moment because we've just finished researching alien technology, which means we can make purple flasks should we see fit. So one alien artifact making 10 alien science packs, which is fantastic. But we haven't even got blue flasks yet, and that is going to be our task for today. We've uprated again the basic production, but now the time has come to stop mucking about and get blue flasks going. So first things first, we'll have two factories to sort those out. And the recipe, to remind both myself and yourselves, we need smart inserters, steel plates, advanced circuits, and batteries. Nothing simple there, and I know for a fact that we're going to have to upgrade the amount of steel plates that we're making. That's an absolute given. Right now we're still using basic furnaces to make steel plate, being fed off the main fuel line. The good news is we've got plenty of iron, so there's plenty of opportunity to uprate the amount of steel plate that's being made. Thank you, fellas. Let's get to work. Okay, so where shall we build? So the eventual feed line is going to come up here. Ooh, have I screwed this? No, no, you're all right. There we go. So this is where the both blue and purple flasks are going to appear, and that means it's going to make the most sense to have the factories down in this area somewhere. So let's. And here's the thing: you can build your own setup just ad hoc, and that's what I'm going to try doing today. No real planning. I am making all the constituent parts, probably not in anywhere near enough quantity, but I am making them, and that's a start. But I haven't planned this out in the slightest. We're going to waggle lines in and out just to make sure that this thing gets served, and hopefully it'll work out quite neatly. So let's get this show on the road. Alright, well, advanced circuits is the easy bit because they're right next door. I'm going to need to make a factory that's dedicated to smart inserters, which means that I'm going to have to make a factory that makes fast inserters. That's probably going to be the slowest part of the process. Right, good, okay. And then we'll just get a regular inserter grabbing out of there. We're not going to need these at a massive pace, I don't think. So where I've got chests that are currently just grabbing excess as it's made, I've turned all of those into passive provider chests, just purely so I can get hold of things later on if I need to. It's quite nice. Once you've got robots up a little bit faster, it does save an awful lot of chasing around to your various storage departments. There's the aforementioned repair kit crate and repair kit factory, ticking along nicely. Plenty in there, that'll keep them going. Right, so we've got assemblers, and we need to turn assemblers into assembly machines. We need smart inserters. Right. Smart inserter is 4 electronic circuits, of course, and a fast inserter. A fast inserter is an iron plate and a regular inserter. Right. You're in the wrong place. You would be jolly handy. Interesting. Okay, what can we do here? What if I stick it in there? Where are you going to put your... What if I stick it there? We're going to have to up our output of... Yeah, you know what? First things first. Let's up the tempo on that one. Put a fast inserter dishing them out. And the good news is that I am making them at a suitably brisk speed. Right. Alright, let's try it. I think the difficult part is going to be getting inserters. But I'll route something around. And this factory is in just an awful place. But there isn't really... Is there somewhere else I could put this? No, because I need gears. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Right, this is going to be Smart Inserter Factory. Which means we can put... where are we? Let's get some fasters. Oh, let's get a couple of those. Bound to need them. Right, good. Now, it just needs inserters. Now, if we did if we split this inserter line here, that could work. I need to move that for a sec. Sorry, little robots. Here you go, you sit over there. So if we stick a split on that, and then run it up to this chest, perhaps bafflingly, and then grab from there. What do you know? Smart inserters. Fast inserters. Okay, that's step one. Step one, good. Right, happy. Now, we need those to become smart, which means more circuits. Well, actually, this is in the right place then, isn't it? Put that there. Oh yeah. It's amazing what you can cram in if you're lucky. Ooh, now we could put them on the plastic line and then smart insert them off over here. And I think we'll stick an interstitial chest in there just so that we don't end up with a line of smart inserters going all the way up the road. Smart. Grab things that look like you. Where are we? There we go. And then you take those and stick them in there. Alright, you think you can manage that? Grand. Okay, good. So then if we just... Is that going to work? Should work, right? I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Easy way to find out. Oh yeah. Smashing. The only downside there is we don't build up much of a queue. I might actually change that chest for a wooden one, so that, I mean, I don't suppose it does any harm in the real, see, here's the problem. is going to be an issue. So if we sped the belt up, it might go faster than that inserter can. No, it can still grab them all. Let's put a slower inserter on it. That'll do the trick. And now it can't grab them at all. That's helpful. Okay, yeah, that seems to be doing it. It's only grabbing 1 in 2 now. That's a little bit better. And hopefully... okay, we're going to need to monitor that. But so far, so good. Right, so back to our blue Flaskville. We now need steel and we need batteries. Batteries is relatively easy because here's the battery factory. And look at this. Here's another belt that we can just line stuff up on. It's chancing it. It may be chancing it, dear boy, but it's certainly worth a punt, though, isn't it? In fact, we could probably just bypass that whole area and bang it straight on the belt. Although it's having trouble dropping off. One wonders why that is. Maybe that pole's in the way. No, it's not enjoying dropping off at all. And then we can solve our problems here by putting this grabbing batteries as well, and that way this will fill up with both batteries and smart inserters, and hopefully it shouldn't ever be so full of one that it can't fit any more of the other. It does seem to be... Come on, why aren't you dropping off? Or rather, why aren't you dropping off when I'm watching? Alright. To save this thing getting upset, let's create a minor detour for the plastic belt. No, don't put them on that side. No, that doesn't help anybody. Of course, yes. Okay, so inserters are always inclined to put things on the top edge of the belt rather than anywhere else. Oh, you are unhelpful. Right, okay, we'll just have to do it a different way. Let's get this working again. I apologise for interrupting what was a perfectly efficient system. But hey, if you don't try it, you don't know. There we go. Knock yourself out. Have fun. Good times. And then we'll just very much more straightforwardly grab from... No, let's not grab quite so fast. We'll grab from here. Just grab this pole and put it back where it was. Yeah, just put it on the floor. That should do the trick. What do you know? It's doing the trick. And then we've got some batteries there. I'll turn that into a provider, and then robots can supply as they need. In fact, I'm going to put a quick request in to keep me topped up with 50, I think. I could top up to 256, I suspect. That might actually be more sensible thing to do, but I'm not going to. Right, okay, so we've got 3 out of our 4 ingredients. Now all that remains is to sort the steel out. And first things first, I think we're going to need another couple of electric furnaces for this to happen, which could be problematic because we're stretched pretty thin on power as it is. Oh, have you finally run out? Lovely. You know what? We don't need 2 radar. Let's have 1. That'll save that power. Look at that nice bit of real estate freed up there. Have my bonus iron ore I just fixed. Let's see, look, the lights are going. The lights are going. And it's because we haven't quite got enough accumulator capacity. So we could go with some more. Let's get some more solar panels and then let's whack up some more accumulators. It's tiresome stuff, but by the time you get to this point, unless you really do overkill on power, generally you're forever chasing more power. Where was I going? Alright, solar panels. We've got 3 more solar panels, which is okay because we've got enough solar power pretty much. If I take you for a wander through the solar farm in a sec, you'll see we've got a few solar panels already. Go, plug you in, charge up. So now that the sun's coming up, our power problem should be out of the way. Production is fine. Production is fine, and obviously the amount of power you produce over the course of the day increases because the sun gets higher in the sky. Actually quite a nifty piece of design, that. Golf clap to you, developer man. Jolly good work. Okay, let's extend these ones. Deny them all power for a moment. At some point I'll probably sit down and figure out actually what the most effective layout for these guys is. I mean, at the moment I just kind of bang them out into either 9s or 12s, 12s or 16s rather. And so far that's been working reasonably well. But I don't doubt that if I were to actually spend, almost the whole of 5 minutes looking at the most efficient way to line these things up with so that they can pass their power on to the rest of mankind. Yeah, if I were to do that, I would probably find that there's a far more efficient way of doing it. Haven't been run over by a train for a while. I know, big news. Quite exciting. Let's bang that in there. What else? I was going to put this radar in there. So again, that's another provider chest. It will sort itself out. Interesting. Running a little low on fuel. Have I got some on me? No, I haven't. Okay, well, let's tell these guys to stop. So, steel. Yes, that's what I came here for. Right. We can now cut this belt here. Once I've got requester chests, I'm going to do some automated rearming of the standard bullet turrets that we've got. Ballistic turrets, I guess you call them. Here we are. We've got a little bit of steel there. But I can now make a steel mill just about anywhere I please. Let's get some more solar panels up. I'm not deeply thrilled with the power situation at the moment. Certainly not thrilled about all those guys being out of juice. So as you can see, this belt is now a combination of solid fuel and wood. Yeah, so we're currently trying to fuel engines with wood on that side, still solid fuel at the other side. I'm not convinced that's going to work, but you never know, we might get lucky. I think what's more likely is that the engine runs out of fuel midway between 2 stations, and that could be quite hilarious. Right, steel, get back to work. Stop procrastinating and get on with it. Alright, what do we need? Stone brick. That's why you went up here in the first place. Need more stone brick. Getting obsessed with more flaming solar panels. Where are you going to put them? Where are you going to put them? Let's put them here. I've been doing solar panels in in groups of 8, just purely because that allows you to stick one of the copper pylons, I think I know them as, medium electric poles, in the middle, and it grabs from all of them. It's not a brilliant system by any stretch, but it seems to be alright. Let's dig those up like that, and then finish it off. It's always handy to have a little bit of stone on the go, not least of all for making walls. Right, 2 please. I think 2 should do it. What do you think? Do you think more? Yeah, I think more possibly, but 2 should do it. I'm semi-confident. But if I have to stop every time you guys want to drop some stuff off with me, we're going to be hanging around for ages. Okay, so if I was going to put a steel manufacturing area down, where would I put it? Those guys like a bit of metal. I think it's this one. I think we use our redundancy area. So if you haven't made this easy for yourself, have you? Okay, we take that belt underground. Really? Is that actually going to help anything? What did you just observe there that might make that sensible? You have also got this chain at the bottom, which might just make the most sense to use that. Okay. We are going to try and feed 2, and is that going to be able to keep up? And there goes the power again. Oh man. Well, we could probably work a second chest system here, so if we chested that out to the side, then we could double that output potentially. If you say so, compadre. Right, let's get some more underground going here. Don't get me wrong, I dig underground belts as much as anybody, but this is just a bit silly. Okay. Right, we're gonna be done here pretty soon. I would have thought. You there, you somewhere. I haven't decided. But we're gonna want this here, like that, and then another one next to it. Whoa, hold on. He's plonking thingamajiggles down there. We can't... Okay, he's still happy. Except, no, that's got to be an exit. Oh, damn it. Should have measured it beforehand. Still working. Is it still working? One more. It's still working. Grand. Alright, you don't even need it there. Need it one further down. Okay, then fast insert up. Yeah, that belt's not going to keep up, is it? Let's see. No, you're going to pause in proceedings. Alright, it might just work. It might just work. We can use regular inserts to take it out the other side. We'll stick it on a standard belt. Bang another insert there. On here, on there. Juice it up. Let's see what we get. And blue fuzz production is underway. Yes. Okay, this means we can get our robot network doing something really quite special in a hurry. I'm definitely going to need to sort that out. It's nowhere near as efficient as I need it to be, but it is getting the job done, and that will suffice for the time being, at least, so that I can get some actual research going of a blue variety. And what should we go for first? I want provider chests. They're requesters even. So get to work on that. All right, cool. Okay, that'll do. Slightly extended visit this time around. What am I going to work on next? So I'm definitely going to want a second factory of the blue flask variety, and that's definitely going to be on the cards pretty soon. I might move some of the chest ordering around a little bit to make this a little bit easier, at least in terms of sharing resources around in the future. Good. Okay. Right. So I'll see you next time, and I don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do next? More blue flasks. I'll probably do that while you're away, and then we'll crack on towards a glorious future, I imagine. See you then.